Hello there, H+III+T to put that thing on time. I've legitimately made this video 3 times now because I'm trying to get my thoughts together because I'm just getting so much information right now. It's just really making me think. Long story short, I joined the New York Knicks Discord. Shout out to Invalid and such for hooking me up with that. But they put me on to something really interesting that made me sit back and think. Before we go any further, and you can peep the title of the video and kind of see where I'm going with this, let's define what tanking is real quick. Because when it was brought up to me like this, it made me legitimately look at everything totally differently. So I want to run this by y'all and tell me what y'all think. I thought tanking was purposefully losing games. Which doesn't make sense because no player is going to be on board for that. No organization is going to be on board for that. And it's not possible. Because if we're purposefully losing every single game, we would be 0-82. So that doesn't make sense. Like how do you choose we have wins over the Lakers, and how do you determine when it's okay for Mario Hezonja to have Iverson stepovers on Giannis Antetokounmpo and we're beating the Bucks? And then you say it's okay to get blown out by the Suns next Tuesday. Like, that didn't make any sense to me. But tanking was just broken down to me like this. Strap yourself in. This is going to get crazy. Knicks management, when they told us wins and losses don't matter, is simply just that. Fizdale is just having these kids go out there and just play. Now, I thought that was due to his incompetence as a coach. But if we're basing it off of some things I kind of just realized, that's tanking. Not purposefully losing games, but just letting the players do what they want, right? Letting them go out there and just play, and whatever happens, happens. Now, I sat back and I said, okay, but that doesn't make any sense. What player would be down for that? But then I started going up and down the roster, and it made me open up my eyes a little bit. Who did we get this summer in free agency? Mario Hezonja, Noah Vonleh. I count Moutier, even though he came halfway through last season. What do those players all have in common? People that weren't playing on their former teams that need a chance to shine. So why not come down to New York? Because we're not doing anything. You can come out here and do whatever you want. Again, I was placing that on the alleged incompetence of Fizdale. But if our motto since the beginning of the season has been, hey, who cares what happens, just go out there and play. If that's phase 1 of tanking, stuff started to add up a little bit more. But then I was back on that shenanigans. I was like, no. But maybe that was the Knicks' attempt at getting people who could be molded under Fizz. Rewind the tape a little bit. And it's Kanter. Kanter wanted to be an all-star. Kanter wanted to start. Aside from the fact that he doesn't play defense, gosh dang it, Kanter didn't have the proper mentality. Kanter had to go. Not because he was poisonous in the locker room, but because you can't have someone saying we're trying to make a playoff push and trying to get, oh, rah-rah this, rah-rah that, when wins and losses don't matter. When he's getting upset because he's either not playing or coming off the bench so Luke Kornet can get minutes because it's the talent acquisition phase, Kanter wasn't down for that. Wesley Matthews played like 3 games for us. He said immediately, get me out of here. Kyle O'Quinn last summer took one look at the plan and said, I want nothing to do with this. Get me out of here. Kristaps Porzingis was begging to play. And Fizdale and management told him no. And he came to New York and said, why? And they told him why. He said, get me out of here right now. Unfortunately, Trey Burke was a casualty. Again, I'm thinking it's just because Fizdale sucks as a coach, because the idea of tanking under what I defined it as didn't make any sense, purposefully losing games. But if they're just going out there letting whatever happens, that just clears everything up for me. Because that explains why Noah Vonleh can just keep shooting threes and no one's going to say anything. That explains why Tim Hardaway Jr. had the green light and nobody said anything. That explains why Dennis Smith Jr. is freaking Derrick Rose Jr., but he's out there with the Tim Hardaway shot selection. Because it doesn't matter. Let him keep shooting. Who cares? Well, okay, fine. All right. If they win, oh, yay, cool. And especially when you factor in how the lottery is now, with the bottom 3 teams having the same percentage or whatever, and even if it's like the 4th one, you're still guaranteed a top 5 pick. So who cares? Let them go out there and win or lose or whatever they do. The chances are they'll lose with the team we've constructed and the people they give minutes to. But hey, they might win. And cool if they do, but they probably won't. Tanking. So then I thought even further. If we're hitting the 76ers button, what happens with free agency? What happens with all that shenanigans? Because the idea of what we're doing, if we're hitting the 76ers button, if that's what I'm to believe with that, trying to get the best draft pick available that will help mesh with the team or blah, be that Zion or whoever that, Wade Barrett, whoever that guy is, gosh dang it, RJ something, OJ Simpson, I don't know. What about the free agency stuff going on? Does that mess up the tank? Because Philly didn't exactly go out and grab major free agents off the rip, but Philly didn't have this particular offseason coming up. Philly didn't have room to sign people like a Kevin Durant, like a Kyrie Irving, like a Kawhi Leonard. Now again, this is not me saying I'm down for this. This is me trying to figure out what the jive are the Knicks doing. When KP said, nah, get me out of here, the Knicks probably looked and said, okay, if KP wants to go, we can get rid of Timmy. Timmy sucks. We weren't going to keep him anyway. That opens up a lot of money. We could speed this process up a little bit. I don't know, y'all. This just has me thinking. Now, again, this is not me proclaiming that, oh, everything makes sense, we're tanking. I'm still trying to piece this together myself. I just wanted to bring this forward to y'all. Are we hitting the 76ers button? Is that what we're doing? I want to know your thoughts. Leave it down below. I'll see y'all in the live stream later on tonight after the game, after I presume we lose to the Timberwolves, gosh dang it, because Derrick Rose is going to have a field day with us after what he did last night, but that is neither here nor there. But anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. I'm really interested in hearing everyone's opinion. I'm actually going to read the comments for a change because I want to know what everybody thinks. Are we hitting the 76ers button? Because when tanking is presented to me like that, like not purposefully losing games, but just seeing what happens, that not only gives me more faith in Fizdale, but it makes me feel better that at least we have a plan. Do y'all think it's true, or do you think we just suck? Let me know down below. I'll see y'all in the live stream tonight. Akaka.